First of all, thank you all for coming out, and we obviously with what's going on behind us now, we're just thrilled to be on the field and preparing for this 2022 season. A lot of work gone into this, about 5.5 months, and our guys are chomping at the bit to get going. You think about a little bit about it every day, but then you kind of get consumed with this team this time. One of the factors into the decision was the confidence that I have in this team and the maturity of this team to handle something like that. We're an upperclassmen, senior laden team, seniors and juniors that basically know how to take care of business, know how to prepare, know how to approach every day. And I don't want to, giving the program a chance to do a good job with picking the next guy, and this gives them the opportunity to do that. Well, this will be I'll be 61 years old in November. This college baseball is somewhat of a young man's job, young man's career. The changes that are involved in recruiting, the day-to-day things that you do at this level, just kind of lead me to want to, maybe take a chance to step back and do something different for a few years and spend a little more time with the family. It's a big family sacrifice to be in this business, but it also is a wonderful business to be in. Getting to be around young people every day it keeps you young. But I think the timing is right. With like I said, the roster is going to flip. There's going to be a lot of guys leave this roster that are key contributors, and it'll be an opportunity for a new staff a new coach to come in and build his own roster. And this is the right time. Very difficult. I've been doing this. This is year number 37 in college baseball, counting the 4 years that I played. So 41 years, starting in January and February, I've been in the college dugout, and that continues through the month of May and into June, and I've been fortunate to coach in the College World Series, which went almost into July. So for 41 years, that's been my life. And the awesome thing is you build a lot of great relationships, and by me stepping away from the game now, those relationships don't go away. And that's the big nugget that you take with you, is the relationships you build, and the young men you coach, the coaches that work for you, and the coaches that you can compete against. It's the right time. Yeah, it's totally different now, and just to see how far we've come in the 18 years in getting this park ready, and then the other thing you look out and you see is how far we still have yet to go, and that's the exciting thing too, is there is a plan in place to enhance this ballpark even further after I'm gone, to for the next staff to have opportunities to compete at this level. I hope not. And that's one of the things with the announcing of the timing of the decision and the timing of the announcement. I talked with the administration about it, and I just reiterated that I have so much confidence in this group of guys to handle that, and I think the administration wanted to kind of get the word out there, obviously to help for the future, but to take away any thoughts that these players are going through now. When's Coach Rock going to step aside? When is the time? And so again, the amount of trust I have in this group, this particular 2022 team, led to the decision of this is the right time to do it. Yeah, I'm still putting it together. I got 5 months now to kind of, the neat thing is I'm going to get to compete against a lot of coaches that I've known for a long time, especially in our conference, but also, coaches that, Coach Bianco at Ole Miss, who I've competed against for, I don't know, 25 plus years at my various stops in the SEC. just friends you make along the way. I'm sure every time we load up and go play somebody, the conversation will be different. Hey, you remember when? You remember when? But I've really enjoyed hearing from a lot of my peers in the business now since the announcement was made. So I'm sure a lot of memories will be brought forth throughout this year as we go around and compete against different opponents. Well, the saying is once a tiger, always a tiger. And that was an old thing that R.C. Johnson had when I came here in 2004. And I still feel that way. And that was part of my announcement. If you remember the announcement on social media was I'll always be a part of this place. The guys that went before me, the Al Browns, the Bobby Kilpatrick and Jeff Hopkins and I've stayed in touch with those guys. It's special to be in that company, although, there's a lot of guys that have had a lot more success than I have here. I speak with Coach Kilpatrick probably twice a month, just checking in on how he's doing and how he and George are doing. And he always, has every phone conversation I've had with him, one of the gracious things he's done is that he's been glad that I've been the head coach here at a program that he really built. And, that means a lot. So once a tiger, always a tiger. And that's something that's been around this program for a long time. And it'll be special. I was an assistant coach for 22 years before I became a head coach. So, this place will always be special to me that they gave me an opportunity 18 years ago. Well, at one time, 18 years ago, we were in a position when we did the first enhancement here, which we finally moved into in 2010. We were in a position to where the ballpark was attractive, the facilities were attractive. We had a chance at top local talent and top regional talent, which the West Tennessee area and the North Mississippi and Eastern Arkansas are loaded with baseball talent. We had a chance to compete, on the recruiting trails for guys. And then the enhancements that have been made in the last 10 to 11 years with other programs and other facilities has put us back in a position where it's very tough. And I think that's the step that needs to be made is to give the program another shot in the arm to get back in that, hey, they are excited about commitment to the program at Memphis and hopefully, the success that this 2022 team can kind of propel that. I anticipate a very successful year out of this group and that coupled with all the nice additions and changes that are going to be made here, next summer and next fall should really give this program a shot in the arm that it needs. Well, obviously, one that has to stick out is in 2007, we were in Conference USA at that time. The Conference USA, very, very, very good baseball league, just like the American is. We were at the conference tournament at East Carolina in Greenville and made a good run in that tournament, beat Rice, who was ranked number 1 in the country at that time, beat them in that tournament and anyway, got to the semifinals. So we were in the final 3 in the conference tournament, and then we load up on the bus, and we're on a 14-hour bus ride coming back, and I'm in touch. My sport administrator at that time was the late Eddie Cantler, who used to be the trainer here, and I was in constant contact with Eddie, who was in constant contact with the NCAA selection committee, and I got word on that bus ride that we were going to be an at-large selection, and what that meant in year number 3 for me was that you can do that here. You can get this program to it. And that was in the old ballpark. That was a group of older players that bonded together, that made a very, very deep run in a great league. And I think it was the first regional appearance for Memphis since 1994. So it's been a long, long absence from regional play. And they rewarded us with sending us to Vanderbilt, who was who was ranked #1 at that time. And so here you go. Congratulations. You're going to Vandy for the regional, who was ranked #1 at that time. So, once we beat Rice, it pushed Vandy up to the top spot, and congratulations. But what a great moment for the program. Just looking back at that group, that 2006 and 2007 group, in 2006, we finished as the #2 best turnaround in Division I baseball from the year before. And that was a group of kind of under-recruited junior college guys. We picked up some pieces here and there, not highly recruited kids, but they bonded together, and then that propelled us into getting some changes that the facility that you see today. That regional led to that. So that had to be one of my special moments. David Price was on that team, yep, and the left-handed hitter. Yeah, we didn't get to face Price, thank goodness. But what a special moment for our guys, and then to go on and watch what David Price's career has been. It's been pretty neat. So, but that was special. And then obviously in 2013, our last year in Conference USA, another really, really quality team. We made a deep run in that thing, and recognized by my peers as a program that did not win the conference to be selected as Coach of the Year. And then my oldest son was the Conference USA Pitcher of the Year, who just kind of caught lightning in a bottle. Had a subpar freshman and sophomore year. His junior year, he really figured some things out with a lot of hard work, and it propelled him into a professional career. So it was kind of neat to see him rewarded, that he didn't walk in the door as a guy that had this game figured out, and to see where he got himself to in his junior year was pretty special. Well, I think I held it together pretty good. You'll have to ask the players that. Basically, I'm trying to take all I don't want any of the bright lights and the sunshine on me this year, because I think this team does have a chance to be special. So I'm trying to tie this decision into, you guys are ready to handle this. You guys are ready to handle business. This happens every year, in college athletics around. I want these guys to be taken care of, and I think this is the right way to do it. And that's what I've tried to stress to them, is I think this is the right way to take care of these players. Thanks, guys.